Gentlemen, my name is Judge Michael Davis. We're here in the first appearance court, and you're all here in the jails because you've been arrested, and under the laws of the state of Florida, you have the right to see a neutral judge within 24 hours of your arrest. Today is not going to be your trial. Today is just a first appearance hearing, and you have the right to remain silent at this hearing and all subsequent hearings in your criminal case. So don't talk about the facts of your case today. You're going to have an opportunity to see a division judge and speak to an attorney later on in the process. You have a right to an attorney today. There's a representative of the Public Defender's Office there with you in the main jail and one here with me in my courtroom. Also, if you've hired a private attorney and they're not here, please let me know and I can attempt to contact them for you. My job at today's hearing is to decide if there was legal probable cause to arrest you on the charges, and if there was, I will set a reasonable bond in your case if it's applicable under the law. Now we're going to go down to page 7 for the first case. We're going to call up Gary Lindley, please. Oh, okay, thank you. Remind me about count 6. Is that when I have to make a finding?
No, it's a PBL also.
That is a PBL, okay. And Judge Levinson already made a finding on that?
Not on that, it's a change of charge. It's based on the same allegations from the probable cause affidavit that he did make findings of proof evident or presumption of grade for the same offense against the same alleged victim.
All right, Mr. Lindley, good afternoon, sir. Your attorney, Mr. Presser, is here on your behalf. I've had some off-the-record discussions with him and the prosecutor. Your attorney's agreed to waive a formal reading of these charges, sir. If you have any questions about the nature of the charges, please be in contact with Mr. Presser. He'll explain it to you. Sir, I am going to find probable cause for the new charges that were charged today, and for count 6, which is potentially punishable by life. For bond purposes only, I'm going to find that the proof is evident or the presumption is great to hold you without bond at this time.
And I'm sorry, Judge, it would actually be charges 1, 2, 5, and 6.
Those I thought Judge Levinson already.
No, well, it's change of charges from findings.
Oh, they changed the charge on
Yeah,
all of them.
and frankly, Your Honor, and it's whatever the court wishes to do, but I think even under ISAZA, the court could even rely upon Judge Levinson's previous findings.
And I do. Again, let's just be clear, and your attorney will explain this to you better. This is some legal issue that we have here under a recent case. I'm finding legally that there is something called proof evident presumption grade just for bond purposes to hold you without bond, and it won't prejudice you from having a further hearing known as an Arthur hearing, which your attorney will set up for you to try to seek a bond in this case. But on counts 1, 2, 5, and 6, you're going to be held at this time without a monetary bond. On counts 7 through 12, I'm going to set $7,500 per count on those counts. And, sir, you are set to see your division judge, who's Judge Ed Merrigan, on October the 2nd. Is that for an arraignment or an Arthur hearing?
It is an arraignment, Judge. I would like to just, the record to reflect, I suspect it'll be deleted once I file a written plea, so just so my client's aware of that.
All right, so that hearing is set for now, but it sounds like it's not going to stay on the calendar because your attorney is going to file a written plea, and at a certain point, if he deems it strategically appropriate, he'll file for an Arthur hearing for you to seek a bond, all right? Bottom line is be in touch with Mr. Presser as much as you can, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Judge Davis,
Yes,
Thank you.
you had said 1, 2,
1, 2, 5, and 6?
right, but I thought 6 was gonna be set at the rest, 6 through,
6 is a
6 through 12, I thought you said 75.
No, 7 through 12 is 75. 6 is a punishable by life felony, so
6 is no bond.
6 is no bond, correct. All right, thank you, everyone, appreciate it. Nice to see you.
Thank you, Judge. Appreciate it.
My
Have a good
pleasure.
afternoon, everyone.
My pleasure. All right, good luck, sir. All right, now I'll go back to page 1. Sheila,
Judge,
you
can
good,
we
Sheila?
call case out of turn?
Oh, yeah, of course.
On the 30-day motion docket, I believe it's Jeremy Mack.
Mr. Jeremy Mack is here at Maine. He is the approaching judge.
All right, good afternoon, Mr. Mack. All right, so
Hello?
you're here for a motion for release and recognizance.
Yes, sir.
I see Mr. Linder walking to the other side of the room, so just one. Oh, it's an RR. Okay, so, sir, the charges have not been filed in your case. You're going to be released on your recognizance on this case only, 17975 CF10A. If you have anything else holding you, that still remains, but on this case, you'll be released, okay?
What case is
That was ROR granted, yeah.
Judge, he wants to know what was the charges on that case number you just read
Oh,
off.
sure,
That he's
sure.
I
getting
believe it's a
ROR.
possession of cocaine
There you go, possession of cocaine. Possession of cocaine.
What about paraphernalia?
and paraphernalia.
And it was both? Possession of
Yes,
cocaine and
cocaine
paraphernalia?
paraphernalia.
Both cases, sir.
Some RR on both?
Yep.
Thank you.
All right, you got it. Good luck to you. All right, now we'll go back to page 1, to Patrick Lanier. I picked up a capias.
He's approaching Judge
Judge,
Stevens
he
for
didn't
his
pick
case.
it up, they didn't. That's why he.
They didn't book it, so it
This
was,
morning,
they,
by the time they put the cases on.
oh, I
it was
see.
too late, so.
All right, sir, we met this morning, remember, and I assigned Mr. McLawrence to your case, and I'll assign him to this case too. I'll release you on your recognizance on this charge, so you got a $50 bond, but you gotta make sure to show up to court for the possession of controlled substance, you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, you've got a date set, actually, October 3rd at 9. You wanna keep that date on?
October 3rd.
Yeah, October 3rd at 9 a.m.
Could you give me a little more time?
All right, why, you don't think you'll be able to make October 3rd?
I'm not sure what I'm gonna be up to because that's when I have to take care of my business when I get my benefits or whatever.
He thinks he has to pay by October.
No, you don't have to pay by October 3rd. Your court date is October 3rd.
Okay, I'll go for it.
You understand what I mean? It's not that you have to pay anything by that day, it's that that's the day you're gonna go to court, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right.
Will I have the paperwork if I'm being released, or I get the paperwork?
He's not being released, he still has a $50.
Yeah, you still have a $50 bond. Remember, we met this morning, we talked about the battery. I gave you, Mr. McLawrence was here, and there was a $50 bond that I issued. So once you make that bond, you can be released. On the new charge that you picked up, the warrant, I'm releasing you on that charge.
Okay.
Okay, and you have a court date October 3rd at 9.
October 3rd. Okay.
Yeah, if you're still in custody, they'll bring you over to the courtroom, okay?
Okay, but I don't think I'm gonna be getting out anytime soon. I don't have nobody to help me.
All right, so they'll bring you over, and Mr. McLawrence will be there for you on your behalf, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Yes.
Your Honor, can I ask you one more question?
Yes, you may.
On this $50 bond, how long do you think they'll hold me in here for?
Well, they may put you on the docket in a few days in front of the first appearance for what's called the second look. Otherwise, they'll set up a date for you to see your division judge. I'm not sure exactly how long it will be. Won't be forever. It should be less than 30 days, but I couldn't tell you exactly how long. All right?
All right, thank you.
All right. Good luck to you. Good luck to you, sir. Igor, how are you? Nice to see you. All right. Did we have a defendant who needed a Spanish interpreter?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Judge, we need two individuals are gonna require a Spanish interpreter.
Sure thing.
The first gentleman is Jose Corzo Leo. Señor, ven aquí, por favor.
José Corso Leal, por favor.
Corzo Leal. Okay, here we go. All right. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Buenos días, señor. Perdón, buenas tardes.
I'm Judge Davis.
Yo soy el juez Davis. Good morning.
I'm just going to have the interpreter who's here sworn in.
Voy a juramentar al intérprete que está presente.
So, Igor, do you swear or affirm to accurately translate from English to Spanish and Spanish to English to the best of your ability?
I do, Your Honor, for the record, Igor Felicioni, F as in Frank, Elicioni.
Very good. Thank you. Sir, you are charged with 2 counts of burglary of an occupied structure
Señor, se le acusa con 2 cargos de robo de una estructura ocupada
and 2 counts of grand theft.
y 2 cargos de robo.
I'm going to find that there was legal probable cause to arrest you,
Voy a hallar que había causa probable legal para arrestarle
and now I'm going to conduct a hearing to decide how much to set for the bail, for the bond.
y en el momento de ahora voy a conducir una audiencia para decidir cuánto va a ser el monto de la fianza.
I'm going to ask my state attorney prosecutor if Mr. Corzo Leal has any criminal history.
Le voy a preguntar al abogado de la fiscalía si el señor Corso Leal tiene algún antecedente penal.
No criminal history, Judge.
No tiene ningún antecedente penal.
All right.
No.
That's what Mr. Corzo advised me. He has no prior criminal history. He's 64 years old. He's been residing in South Florida for the past 16 years. He's
He's got to,
self-employed.
got to
doing
interpret.
landscaping.
He's got to interpret.
Let me,
I know, Mr. London.
El señor Corsoleal acaba de decir que tiene 64 años de edad, que está viviendo en el sur de la Florida desde hace 16 años y que él es su propio jefe.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I apologize. Let me just ask, can Mr. Corzo Leal afford a $1,000 bond?
Disculpe, déjeme interrumpirlo un momento y déjeme preguntar, ¿el señor Corsoleal puede costear una fianza de $1,000?
I believe he can afford a total of $1,000 bond on all
Okay.
four counts.
All right, that's what we're going to
Yo
do.
creo que eso lo puede costear. Entonces eso es lo que vamos a hacer.
So I'll release you on count 1. Count 2 will be $1,000, and I'll release you on counts 3 and 4, sir.
Entonces, señor, lo que vamos a hacer es que lo voy a liberar por los cargos 1, 3 y 4 y por el cargo número 2 le voy a fijar una fianza de $1,000.
There will be a total of a $1,000 bond,
Va a ser una fianza total de $1,000
and you cannot go back to the location where this allegedly happened,
y usted no podrá volver a la ubicación donde esto supuestamente ocurrió.
18409 Miramar Parkway.
Es decir, 18409 Miramar Parkway.
You understand?
¿Entiende eso, señor?
Okay.
Ok.
All right. All right, good luck.
Just
Yes.
one last request, Judge. Would you
Yes.
sign a phone order so you can contact this family to bond amount?
Yes, of course.
Su señoría, una última solicitud. ¿Pudiera firmar una orden de teléfono para que le pueda contactar a su familia? Sí, absolutamente.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Buena suerte a usted, señor.
And I think there was one more person who needed an interpreter.
Yes, Judge, it would be Mr. Frometa Salguero.
Meta Salguero.
It's the next case after.
Okay. All right, sir, good afternoon.
Señor, buenas tardes.
I'm Judge Davis.
Yo soy el juez Davis.
You're charged, sir, with burglary of an occupied structure
Se le acusa de robo de una estructura ocupada
and grand theft.
y robo.
Does he have any other priors?
¿Él tiene otros antecedentes? No, su señoría.
I'm not showing anything, Judge.
No muestra nada al sistema.
Sir, can you afford a total $1,000 bond?
Señor, ¿usted está en capacidad de pagar una fianza de $1,000?
Let me inquire, Judge.
Thank you.
Déjeme preguntarle, señor.
Do you have?
He has a grand theft from.
Judge, he advised me he can't. He works at a car wash.
Go ahead, Mr. Romero. I'm sorry.
For medicine.
He works at a car wash. He gets paid about
Frometa
$4
Salguero.
a vehicle. He lives with his mother in Carroll City. He doesn't think his mother can afford that. So financially, he can't come up with the total of $1,000.
Su señoría, él me acaba de decir que no puede llegar a esa cifra porque él trabaja en un autolavado donde le pagan $4 por carro, vive en Carroll City con la mamá y él considera que la mamá tampoco está en capacidad financiera de costear esos $1,000.
Pre-trial had some additional information on possible criminal history. Go ahead.
Tenemos un informe de edición.
On the 4th of July. For grand theft auto and driving a license suspended.
Su señoría, hemos encontrado una información de que él fue arrestado el día 4 de julio por robo vehicular y manejar con una licencia de conducir suspendida.
What's the status of that case? Do you know?
Appears to be pending out of Hialeah.
El caso pareciera estar pendiente todavía en Hialeah.
What is your living situation, sir? Who do you live with?
Señor, ¿cuál es su situación de vivienda? ¿Con quién vive usted?
Con mi mamá y mis dos hermanos.
With my mom and my 2 brothers.
And are you employed right now?
¿Y usted actualmente tiene un empleo?
Bueno, trabajo en lo que es car wash.
Well, I work at a car wash.
That's right. I'm sorry.
Es correcto. Discúlpeme.
Do you have a high school diploma, degree?
¿Tú tienes un diploma de bachillerato?
No.
No.
How far did you get in school?
¿Hasta qué grado llegaste en la escuela?
Bueno.
Ninth.
Okay. Even if I put him on pre-trial, I think it's going to be a hardship for him to get up here to Broward in Hialeah.
Inclusive si lo pongo en prejuicio, va a ser una dificultad que suba hasta acá a Broward desde Hialeah.
All right, I'll make it a $500 bond on count one and a $500 bond on count two. It's a total of $1,000, and hopefully someone can assist you in making that bond, sir.
Señor, voy a ponerle una fianza de $500 por el primer cargo y $500 por el segundo cargo. Es una fianza total de $1,000. Esperemos que alguien lo pueda ayudar con eso.
All right, good luck.
Buena suerte.
Leonard, oh, I'm sorry, was there anyone else who needed the interpreter?
¿Alguien más necesita intérprete español?
Thank you, Igor.
Always a pleasure.
I actually have an interpreter trial tomorrow in DV, so maybe I'll see you.
Maybe we will.
All right,
Have a good
thank
one.
you. All right, good to see you. All right, Leonard McKenzie.
Mr. McKenzie is here at Main Judge. He is approaching. Judge and speaking, Mr. McKenzie, he's going to be inquiring if the court would consider resolving this case today.
All right. Let's see here, sir. You're being held on a misdemeanor warrants for resisting without violence. Judge Gottlieb's case. What is Mr. McKenzie's history?
One moment, Judge.
Excuse me.
Mr. McKenzie also has a pending loitering and prowling in front of Judge Gottlieb. Failure to leave property, 2015, disorderly conduct, 2012.
All right, I'm going to let this one go to Judge Gottlieb. It'll run together with your other case in front of him, and he'll make some decisions what he wants to do, sir. It's a $500 bond that he's set, and you'll have a court date soon. Good luck. Oh, Old Brown Pierre?
Mr. O'Brien, Pierre, come on up.
All right, Mr. Pierre, good morning. You're charged with driving under the influence with damage to property or person of another. I'm going to find probable cause for the offense. Does he have any priors?
Only prior I see out of Broward was resisting without violence in 2012.
All right, Mr. Romero?
Judge, initially he declined the services, but he did switch his mind, so if Your Honor were to inquire, we have no objection.
Are you employed, sir?
Yeah,
All right. What do you do?
I stuff money in the envelope.
Stuff money in an envelope? Like what do you?
Inquire a little bit more.
Yeah,
Judge.
yeah, okay.
I think so. We'll make something like that. Judge, he informs me he works at a bank. It's called Southwest Gate. I was trying to find out how long he works there. He said he's been working there for a couple months.
Okay.
So that's what he informed me.
Right. All right. I get it. Now I get it. Stuff money in the envelope. I get it. How much they pay you there? They pay by the hour?
Yeah, I know.
$9.
All right. You're going to be able to afford a $1,000 bond? Pay about $100 to a bondsman?
100, yeah, maybe.
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 Who are you going to contact to help post your bond? Family or friends?
My mom, but they're not picking up their phone, so.
Do you have the phone number for your mother?
Yeah,
So you've been trying, but she hasn't been answering?
yeah. No, actually, they make the call.
Right.
Someone made the call for you.
All right. You have any money in a bank, or you have a credit card, debit card, or anything in your wallet when you get arrested?
No money in the wallet, but money in the card.
Money on the card. Okay. All right. So you can bond yourself out. If your credit card, you can pay the $1,000 on the card, or you can contact a bondsman. They'll usually accept $100 on a credit card as payment, and they'll put up the rest, okay? Oops. All right, it's a $1,000 bond, sir. Good luck to you. And no operating a motor vehicle. Roderick Taff.
I've been advised he's bonded, Judge.
Alrighty, I'll find probable cause. Mackenzie Drillard, or Drulard.
I've been advised he bonded as well.
All right, I'll find probable cause. Dondre Mantek.
Mr. Mantek is here present.
All right.
Mr. Mantek?
All right, good afternoon, sir. You're charged with reckless driving, operating without a valid driver's license, driving with a suspended license, possession of a weapon or ammunition by a Florida convicted felon, grand theft of a firearm, and 2 counts of violating your probation or community control. I am going to find probable cause for the offenses. All right, what are his some of his priors?
One moment, Your Honor. Does pretrial have either out-of-county or out-of-state priors?
I have the ones he's on probation.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, Your Honor, one moment. Yeah, those are the only cases, those 2 cases, criminal use of personal identification information.
Right, I
Was
saw
he
that.
adjudicated?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, Mr. Romero.
Judge, he's being held no bond on counts 6 and 7. He's not going anywhere. So we'd be asking you for a $1,000 bond on count 4.
All right, I think that's reasonable. I'll set that, and everything else will remain $100 on count 1, $25 on count 2, $100 on count 3, $1,000 on count 4, $1,000 on count 5. There'll be no bond at this time on counts 6 and 7. You're going to see the division judge October the 2nd, 9 a.m., sir. Good luck to you. Diogenes Trinidad Abreu.
He's approaching, Judge.
Alrighty. All right, good afternoon, sir. You're charged with possession of fentanyl and a probation or community control violation. I'm going to find probable cause for the offenses. Your bond is $1,000 on count 1. You'll be held without bond on count 2, the violation, and you'll see Judge, I think this is Judge Bailey's division, Tim Bailey, on October 2nd, 8:30 a.m. to address the probation violation. Good luck. Dalian Corzo Rodriguez.
It's showing he's at Maine.
He was the other co-defendant with,
It said no paperwork on the document?
said no paperwork.
It's paperwork on our docket, Judge.
They redid the document. They had the
Yeah, but they don't have him they might not have him
They
at
didn't bring
the
him?
courtroom.
So you're gonna have to reset them.
All right, reset for tomorrow. You guys can let Judge Williams know what I did if you want on the co-defendants, and it'll be up to Judge Williams
Yeah.
if he wants to do the same. So this will be reset, 9:28 PM. There we go. All right. Jacoby Denmark.
Mr. Denmark is approaching, Judge. He advised me that his mother will be posting his bond.
Okay, good. All right, sir. Well, you're charged with petty theft in the 2nd degree, grand theft auto, and resisting an officer without violence. I'll find probable cause for the offenses. Total bond of $1,000, sir. Good luck.
Good luck, sir.
Randall Gordon.
I believe he's still
on
medical reset.
Medical reset. Okay, that might be a while. All right, so that's a medical reset. How about Gerson Adequin?
Mr. Adequin?
Your Honor, this is a change of charge. It's an upfile from false imprisonment to kidnapping. I provided the court and defense counsel with the original PC, a supplemental report that goes into a little more detail, and the crime analysis report from Broward Sheriff's Office. I'll wait to continue until the court is
This is the one with I'm not gonna read the number 1 and 2 charters, but this is the one? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let me just take a look at it real quick. And Foz, you have a copy too? Good. And he's being held no bond in 1 and 2?
No, he has bonds on those. He also has a VOP hold. That is no bond. Was he? Oh. I won't, let me check again.
VOP,
And it
that
hasn't
his
been-
sentence expired, I think,
Let me see.
because he was originally in on the VOP and they had charged him with this charge.
Right. I see.
I'll check in the system because it's still showing, it's not showing that in BSO system.
Reason I know that, Judge, is because I represent him. I ended up transferring this case.
Oh, I see. Whose division is this in?
Judge Dennis Bailey.
Dennis Bailey.
No,
I think
no,
it's,
he has the hearing on his VOP status October 3rd.
okay, because when I initially represented him, I saw a plea, and then his sentence was supposed to expire like 9/15 or something like that. Maybe mistaken. I don't know. They may have added another VOP charge. I don't.
No, it's just,
Okay.
you got,
Okay. There's a lot going on. Judge, with regards to these allegations, I understand that they're filed, but I'll just reserve for the division attorney filing
Okay.
Arthur motion in this matter.
All right.
Based on the VOP.
Yep. All right, I think that's wise. Sir, for today, what they're charging you with on count 6 is potentially a life felony offense. I'm going to find for bond purposes that the proof is evident or presumption is great to hold you without bond on that charge. And you will have an opportunity, Mr. Afzal will file for a bond hearing for you, an Arthur hearing, and you'll see Judge Dennis Bailey, and he'll make some decisions about that. You're also to have no contact with the alleged victim or any of the witnesses in this case. Stay at least 500 feet away from them. Do not try to call, text, write, email, or try to find them in any way on social media. Do you understand, sir? All right, good luck to you. So, yeah, there's this is going to travel with that. Okay. Well, thank you so much. All right, Braxton Davis.
and Your Honor, I would actually ask if we could, I don't know if he's there. Is Campbell Smart in main jail or is he in another jail?
Kendall Smart.
I don't know if you want to deal with both of them at the same time. They're co-defendants, Campbell Smart. They are Mr. Hall's co-defendants from yesterday with,
Oh, yeah, right. Are you Mr. Smart or you're Mr. Davis?
that's,
Mr. Davis.
All right, so we can do that. Mr. Davis is already up there.
okay. Well, Your Honor is already familiar with the allegation.
Separate order, so the deputies can't have.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
We have to handle them separately. Okay.
yeah, no, I
That's
didn't,
fine. Yeah,
I wasn't
Yeah,
saying.
no, I know
that
you.
we
I
should
was
come out.
asking. I know you weren't. You were saying it's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Your Honor's familiar with the allegations.
Yes.
I asked, and I understand the court set a lower bond for Mr. Hall. I'm going to be asking for a $250,000 bond for both Mr. Davis and Mr. Smart. The reason being, one, certainly the allegations are much different for Mr. Davis and Mr. Smart. They were both identified as the alleged shooters.
Right, I remember.
Additionally, Mr. Davis and Mr. Smart are both currently being held for violation of probation, robbery, firearm. They were co-defendants in that case as well. It just causes an increasing alarm and concern that they both act in concert in committing a robbery firearm in 2015 that they're placed on probation, and now alleged acting together in 2017 in shooting into a crowd, striking one person in the head. Noting, Your Honor, and I didn't mention this yesterday, but I think it's even more relevant today, that the physical evidence, police located 45 casings in the street after the shooting, Your Honor. Noting also that both gentlemen, Mr. Davis and Mr. Smart, have a gang affiliation with a gang that is known for violence, particularly involving shootings.
Judge, before we go on any further, I just spoke with Mr. Davis. He didn't fill out any sort of paperwork with the public defender's office. He informed me, I believe his family is right now in the process. They haven't done so officially, but they're trying to, I guess, hire Mr. George Reres.
Okay, all right. I know Mr. Rares very well. Where is your family in the process of hiring him? Do you know? Have they retained him already? Have they?
They ain't get him yet.
They didn't get him yet. Okay, so here's the options. You have the right to have the public defender represent you for free at today's hearing, or we can go, or you can go it alone. It's really your choice, and I'm not recommending one or the other.
He can represent me.
Okay.
He still fill out the paperwork, Judge. I'll have him fill it out afterwards.
Okay. All right. Great. What did I do yesterday? It was 75,000.
It was 75.
Pretrial at level 1. Okay. All right. All right, sir. I'm going to set $125,000 bond, pretrial release, level 1, GPS monitor. That's a house arrest. You may have no contact with any of the alleged victims, witnesses, or any of the co-defendants, and no affiliation with any of the the Hot Boys,
Dania Hot Boys.
Association. Mr. Rares is an excellent attorney. The public defenders are excellent attorneys. Whichever way you decide, be in touch with someone. That's my strong advice to you. Okay, sir? All right. Good luck. Good luck to you. And we can handle now that he is done with. We can handle Mr. Smart.
Thank you. Bye-bye. But we're...
Judge, Mr. They have to.
Oh, they gotta do a swap. Okay, so while they're
And
doing,
at the end, he decided not to go ahead and apply for public defender.
all right,
He's gonna-
it sounds like they're gonna go with Mr. Rares, so he'll know what to do. All
And
right.
they're gonna be bringing in Mr. Smart any moment.
Okay. Great. Perfect.
He's coming up, Judge.
Great.
Judge, he's coming up, and also his intention is to hire private counsel.
All right. I understand, sir. So, sir, you're charged with attempted murder in the second degree. I'm going to find probable cause. By the way, I don't think I officially said it out loud that I am finding probable cause for his co-defendant as well. Sir, I'm going to set a $125,000 bond in your case. Pretrial release, level 1, with a GPS monitor. That's a house arrest. You're to have no contact with the alleged victims or any of your alleged co-defendants or witnesses, and no affiliation with any known gang members of the Dania Hot Boys.
Your Honor, you're saying also said the Dania Bloods, just to.
And the Dania Bloods, right. Dania Bloods, Dania Hot Boys, either of those affiliated organizations. So if you are able to make that bond, sir, you'll be on house arrest and you'll be wearing an ankle monitor, all right? Be in touch with your attorney, whoever it is that you decide to hire. All right. Good luck to you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Jeffrey Manley.
Yes, sir. Mr. Manley's here present, Judge?
All righty. Good morning, sir. Let's see here.
Just call for JC.
You know, I don't have paperwork on.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll try and see.
I don't have any paperwork on this
I'll
one.
try next week. All right, thanks, man. Your Honor, this is a change of charge.
Ah.
When it came through originally, it was charged as a Berg structure. If you, Judge Schiff, it was, and I reviewed the PC. It's clear on the PC that it was a Berg dwelling,
Okay.
and that's what we filed it as. But Judge Schiff said a 5,000. I'm asking for that to stay in place. I feel confident that Judge Schiff was realized that the allegations really were considering a Berg dwelling when he set the $5,000 bond.
All right, sir. So I'm going to find probable cause for that charge, burglary of an unoccupied dwelling, and the bond's going to stay the same, $5,000. Good luck. Hope it works out. Carlos Jimenez.
No problem.
We're done here at Maine, by
Oh.
the way, just wanna let you know.
Thank you, Hector, and I'll be in one day next week. I think on Tuesday I'll be here, so I'll see you then.
I'll see you Tuesday.
Good, all right, looking forward to it. All right.
Your Honor, this was a change of charge from aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer to battery on a law enforcement officer. Mr. Officer actually has filed a motion, a bond motion to be heard by Judge Uson, is scheduled on Tuesday. So what I would ask is that the bond was originally set by Judge Robinson at 10,000. I'd ask that that stay in place, so that, I don't know if the prosecutor in the case had any argument, was planning on bringing any witnesses, but so that could be argued in the same conditions as were in place when the motion was set.
I guess they set this here because of time requirements.
Well, no, it's here honestly just because that's when we filed the when we did the change of charge capias got processed by the clerk, went to the jail, and that, it just so happens that the timing
All right.
is that he comes here today.
I really can't short-circuit Judge Uson, especially since the hearing is already set and it's all ready to go. So, sir, for now, the bond will be $10,000. It'll remain the same, and then you'll see what happens on Tuesday with Judge Uson. Mr. Afzal will be there on your behalf, and perhaps he'll be willing to lower that bond down some, okay? All right, good luck to you, sir. You take care of yourself. Anybody else up there at North Broward?
No.
All right, Deputy McCoy, pleasure. Great to see you, my friend. Be well.
You as well.
All right, you be well now. Take care. What a nice guy. All right, Conti, how we doing?
Sanchez.
Doing great, sir. Yeah, two guys.
Oh, two guys, all right.
Sanchez is always good to me when I go to the
Oh, yeah,
Conte. He's
Sanchez
always
is
gets
great. No, he's a
gets my
great guy.
guys there pretty fast.
He's great.
There you go. This is Freddie Jackson.
This is Broderick Wheeler.
Roderick, okay, he's got,
Sorry, yes, Wheeler.
all right. You have two separate cases, sir. You're seeking a motion for release.
One moment, Your Honor.
All right, we're gonna check and see if those cases have been filed, sir.
Yes, sir.
All righty.
Hey, Judge,
You're
I
on.
have a certificate here for graduating the life skills program.
Hey, good for you. That's great. Oh, congratulations to you.
Your Honor, neither's been filed. He's entitled to ROR.
All right, well, other good news, you're gonna be released on your recognizance today.
Yes, sir.
They haven't filed the charges yet. They
sir.
might in the future, so you gotta watch your mailbox.
I'll be posted.
Good for you for graduating the life skills. I'm proud of you, and I
Yes,
hope
sir.
that
I'm
that,
ready to go back out in society and do well, sir.
good, I'm very glad to hear that. Well, good luck to you. God bless you.
Thank you.
All
God
right.
bless.
Roderick
You
Wheeler.
take care of yourself.
You too.
All right, we got one more at Conti?
Fred Jackson.
All right, Mr. Jackson. Let's see, this is for a second look.
Yeah, Your Honor, it appears, the issue really is, I believe he has a parole hold from another state.
Oh. So, Mr. Jackson, if I resolve this case for you today, which I would do under normal circumstances, you won't get any credit for any of the time that you're serving. Because you're not really going anywhere because of the parole violation, so.
And frankly, the bigger concern probably is even, no one here has any idea what effect that could have on
Right.
on a parole violation.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
My parole, if you look at that violation, that was way from a whole year ago. And like, I had got, it's like my fourth time going through this same warrant. And like, North Carolina never came and got me on this warrant. And like, I done bonded out on this warrant and everything. And they never told me I had to report back to North Carolina or nothing. And now I just I got stopped by an officer and I ended up in jail again on this same warrant.
All right. I mean, I'll not so concerned about the weed. I'd offer you a withhold of adjudication plea and a year to pay some court costs. But you got to understand, no one here in this courtroom knows how that kind of a plea will affect what happens in Carolina with the parole. No one.
I'm telling you, it won't affect nothing, sir, because that parole, that was a violation way from November 24th, 2016. I had missed my last visit. That's what made me violate my parole. My parole been violated way last year, 2016. I know that wouldn't affect.
Sir, they could violate you for this new possession charge and use. If you plead this charge, they could use that against you in North Carolina, possibly.
So Mr. Afzal is doing his legal duty to inform you of that. He's telling you that, and I also, I don't know what North Carolina will do. You know,
I'm positive they ain't coming.
okay, so if, again, the court's offer would be a withhold of adjudication, you've got to pay some court costs within a year, and I'll release you on that charge. Is that what you want to do?
If it's possible, my girl had posted bond on this charge too, if you see that.
His
She
bond
had
was-
paid- It was paid, like she posted my bond because
His bond is
someone in
posted,
North
right,
Carolina
Scott,
said that they never got contacted by Broward County stating that I'm in jail. They don't see no reason them coming to get me. No, Broward County never contacted them. And like, I'm in here sitting and like my mom out there, she talked to someone, she said they never contacted her. They don't know I'm in jail.
Right.
And like, I just been sitting in here almost
Did you
18
check? I
days.
think there
and-
is a hold on him. This guy, Jackson.
We're just gonna double check.
I know, but do you know as North Carolina put a hold? I believe they did, but.
Has he already been to extradition court? Who's doing that these days? Tim Bailey?
I
Did
think
you
it's
see?
Dennis.
Did you see Dennis Bailey?
I believe.
He's an interstate compact.
And do they want him,
not-
Sheila? Do they want him? Have they said they're gonna extradite?
No, because we're waiting on the, hold on.
Right.
Well, no, yeah, but they still will.
They still
An-
might
An
hold him.
extradition case has been created. All right. There was a hearing that was supposed to be scheduled for yesterday, but it looks like it was deleted.
On extradition, the extradition docket?
Yes. Yeah, no, here's what I believe what happens, is he's on parole.
Right.
BSO has to notify, and I'm sure they already have, notifies North Carolina Department of Corrections. And now they're gonna, make the determination whether to put the hold on him or not.
Right. So we're kind of in a holding pattern is where we are. We don't know what North Carolina's gonna do. You might be positive that they don't want you, but, the Broward Sheriff's Office can't release you, and I can't release you until we get some information back from Carolina. The only thing I can do today is on the marijuana case, but your bond is posted on it, like you said. That might be the way to go, because we don't know how it's gonna affect your other case. Might be better to just let that one sit for a bit.
Get R&R or just get a court date or something, because like Adele told me they
Wait.
won't contact North Carolina until I resolve this case here. If I never resolve this case here, they will never contact North Carolina. And
No, so it's not that they won't contact North Carolina. They won't send you to North Carolina until this case is resolved. But they contact North Carolina almost immediately to let them know about the hold. But they won't send you back to Carolina until this case is resolved.
And the other issue is with regards to the labs being backed up, even though we bonded, I had
We don't need, I don't believe we need to wait for I don't think the lab should affect filing this necessarily.
right.
But as I was just talking with Mr. Offsall, and he pointed out, and it's true, the filing decision hasn't even been made yet.
Right.
Could be
No,
declined.
It could
Right,
be
it could be
declined.
declined, that's true. So honestly, if it were me, I'd probably wait and see, because you're not really going anywhere anyway. They're gonna set you up with an extradition hearing in front of Judge Bailey. If Carolina doesn't want you, they're gonna tell Florida. So we'll see what happens. That would be my inclination. It's probably your public defender's recommendation too.
well, if it's possibility,
No,
can
so
I just
far,
resolve this
Carolina
case
said-
today and the money that they post for the bond that can go towards my court costs or something like that? Because I really just want to get this over with. If I have to go to North Carolina, I'll just go, because I really just want to get it over with. Because if I get this weed case over with, then I have to contact North Carolina and let them know, right? I just want to see if they coming or if they ain't. So it's
Okay.
just, I'd rather get this over with here today.
All right, go ahead and raise your right hand then. And by the way, my confinement officer is telling me that North Carolina so far does want you, so.
Sir, just before you take this plea, you gotta understand that though they're gonna probably use this cannabis plea against you. That's all I wanna say.
So I just want to get it over with, get to North Carolina if I have to. I just want to get it over with.
All right,
I just want to get it over with.
okay. All right, sir, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right, go ahead and put your hand down and just tell me your full legal name.
Frank Jackson.
All right, Mr. Johnson, you've been charged with possession of cannabis. Do you wish to plead no contest to that offense?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. Do you understand that by pleading no contest, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence today of any drugs, alcohol, or prescription medication that would make it difficult for you to understand me?
No, sir.
And do you understand that pleading no contest, even a no contest withhold of adjudication, could possibly affect your your parole in North Carolina?
Yes, sir.
All right. I find your plea to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary. I will withhold adjudication, and you'll have a year to pay those court costs. So your bond should be returned to your girlfriend. And like you said, you can use that money towards the court costs if you want, or I think that they may even recoup it automatically. I don't remember. They'll apply that first. Okay, so they will apply that $25 immediately to the, the 100. They'll apply that $100 to the court costs. All right, good luck to you, sir. I hope that things work out for you, okay? You take care of yourself.
You don't know when I get an extradition hearing?
I do not, do they have an extradition hearing set up for him yet? They still do?
I missed 2 extradition hearings already.
Do they still do them twice a week? So you'll probably be set on the next one. When did they used to do them? Tuesday and Thursday. So probably Tuesday or Thursday of next week, because they do them twice a week. And that's in front of Judge Bailey, okay?
All right, thank you.
All right, you good luck to you. All right, great to see you. I'll see you next week. I'll be here Tuesday. All right, see you then. All right, and we have one more, Arthur Cheatham.
There's a phone line on.
Oh, all right, great. That one's filed? Okay. Arthur, how are you, sir?
Okay, sir.
All right, you're here because you're seeking a release on recognizance, but the state has filed charges in your case. So I'm going to have to deny that motion for today, but you're going to see your division judge very soon, okay?
So, is there any way, custody release, some kind of release?
Not today. Has he got an arraignment set up or anything already with his division?
I think he does, but let me see. Well, it is the same one for all 3 of them. It's identical. I will if you want me to.
We're checking for you now when your next court date is, okay?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, no, it hasn't been scheduled yet. It will be, I would say if not tomorrow, then very early next week, an arraignment will be scheduled in front of Judge Shear. JD gave me that.
Judge
I guess
Shear,
he
all
found
right.
it on the seats over there.
She doesn't usually like me to touch her bonds, to be honest with you. I've spoken to her about it before, so, all right, you getting everything you need in there? All
Well, it's not at the
any
top,
health
but they're
concerns
mentioned
being
in
met?
the
Saw the
body, they're
doctor?
mentioned. Do you need one for each of them?
All right.
All right.
You'll see, yeah. You'll see Judge Shear very soon. They're
No,
gonna
no,
set up a
fine.
date for you, okay?
Is there any way I can close the case out? I'm ready to get out of here.
I hear you, man. It's a felony. I really can't take care of it for you today. What are his charges?
One moment, Judge.
Fraud and possession of a false driver's license is what it is. No, I understand. His attorney is the Public Defender's Office, Sam Perlmutter. Yeah. Now, they filed the charges in your case, so I really, my hands are a little bit tied today. All right, but Mr. Afzal-Hiller is going to email Mr. Perlmutter for you and see if something can't be set up soon, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, you take care of yourself. Just feel good. All right, take care. All right, it's been a pleasure, everybody. It's been a nice week, and Judge Williams will be here tomorrow. He's always fun, and I'll be here next Tuesday.